Okay, so it's been a few days since we had the partner direct, but there are still some things that really do bother me. First of all, the key cards are so annoying because I've been waiting for Persona 3 Reload to be announced for the Switch 2. I'm pretty sure a lot of us already kind of knew that this would eventually make its way to the Switch 2, but what I didn't know, or I didn't assume, is that it would release as a keycard. I genuinely thought it would fit on a cartridge. I mean, they managed to do it with Cyberpunk, so I don't see why they didn't do this with Persona 3 Reload. Storage is clearly not an issue. Maybe it's the cost. Maybe, I don't know, it costs quite a lot, which may end up seeming like a waste because if your game is 24 gigs, you've just wasted 40. So of course the logical solution would be to put it onto a keycard, but I don't really think it's a problem for someone like Sega or Atlus. The same goes for other publishers such as Bandai Namco, so they're releasing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, which is also a keycard, and so is Octopath Traveler Zero. Now because of this decision that publishers have made, I'm pretty sure Nintendo put out a survey regarding physical and digital, including keycard releases of games. So maybe they are listening and they will make some changes in the near future. If Persona 6 releases next year and it's on a keycard, I don't think I would want to buy it. Imagine paying £60 or $70 for this. I don't think it's worth it. Also, about Octopath Traveler Zero, I'm not really interested in this game series. You might not be either, but there is something interesting that Square Enix posted. Unlike Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, which provide enhanced resolutions and higher frame rates, Octopath Traveler Zero will have neither. You'd assume there would be some sort of paid upgrade like what they did with Zelda, but no. If you get the Switch edition, you can play it on Switch 2, but you can't play the Switch 2 version. So if you're certain you're sticking to your Switch for the next few years, then just buy the Switch version. If you want to play the Switch 2 edition, which I assume provides higher frame rates and better visuals, then you would need to buy that copy. Yes, separately. And that's just very disappointing. I hope no other publisher or developer follows their steps. I initially thought maybe they're just being really lazy, but no, I think they just want to push the Switch 2 sales, which, as I said, it kind of does make sense, but I think you should still provide some sort of upgrade. You're essentially paying twice for the same game at a higher resolution and frame rate, unless you decide to play the Switch edition on Switch 2. Very disappointing, but here's some good news with Plants vs Zombies. I've been waiting for this game for a very long time. Last year I tried to figure out if it was possible to play Plants vs Zombies on a Nintendo Switch. Unfortunately, you have to get Android and mod it even further. I've already tampered with it enough, so yeah, I don't really want to do anything else, which may potentially cause issues. But anyways, there is a remaster coming out, so that's no problem anymore. As you can see, there are going to be new day modes, such as where sunlight is limited and planting becomes a challenge. That sounds really fun. Something called Rest in Peace, so it's like a permadeath option for adventure. That is amazing. I've never really played anything outside of vanilla Plants vs Zombies, so I've never tried any mods. So it's great to see all this new stuff that they are adding on top of the enhanced visuals. And speaking of visuals, people do seem a little concerned about it, the fact that they are using AI to upscale it. I'm pretty sure developers have been doing this for quite some time. And especially with how AI has developed, I don't think it's going to look that bad. Looking at the gameplay from the trailer, I didn't even notice that it was AI enhanced. I think some parts have been redrawn. People were saying the house was redrawn, and then some were saying no, that's from the console version. So I don't really know what's right and what's wrong, and I don't really care because to me it looks perfect, right? It looks clean, the gameplay is very smooth. That's all I ever wanted. I wanted this game on a Switch or a Switch 2. And, well, I mean, I can still get it, but the thing is, the price point is putting me off. It's about $20, which is £18. I understand they're including new game modes and new features, but come on, 20? I think that's a little bit too high, so I'll have to think about that for a little longer. It's a game that I love, and I've been playing this for, I don't know how long, 12 years? Since 2013. It's one of those games that you come back to every now and again, like Clash of Clans. So yeah, I'm very excited for this remastered release. Anyways, thank you for watching.